So basically what this is a consent form. So it's just saying that you give me permission to basically have you on audio. And you kind of understand that it's just between kind of me and you and my school supervisor, and she will probably be the only one that has access to this. And after I graduate, the audio tape will be destroyed, so nobody will ever have access to it again. Okay? So I just want you to sign right here and date right there for me.
Yep.
How are you doing today?
Good.
That's good. So I wanted to meet with you basically just to talk about kind of general stuff like school and how you're doing, and basically the program that you're in and what you kind of want to do with that. So what made you want to do interpreting?
Translator. I'm still deciding if I wanted to work in a hospital or not. I'm still
Okay.
thinking about it.
Okay, so you want to work in a hospital setting? Okay,
Yes.
cool. So what made you want to do that? Is anybody else in your family interpret or no?
No, I'm the first one.
Wow, okay. All right. So what do you think, why do you think you see yourself doing that? Why do you think that's a good fit for you?
Help people.
Help people? Yeah. Yeah.
It's in desperate need.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Did you have any other interests before like interpreting, or
Any interests?
yeah, any other interests like as far as what you wanted to do for work after school? Did you, like in high school, did you have any other thing that you liked to do?
No.
No, not really? Okay. Okay. So do you have any like worries about finishing school? Okay. That's good. That's good. So how would you say that you like stay focused and manage your time with school? Are you working? You're not working.
No.
Okay. So you're just doing school.
School.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So how do you manage that with your school? How do you stay focused with school?
I get reminders from the professor. I think it's an online. I don't know how to explain this. It's not a tool. It's more like a website that
Okay.
ACC uses, and so we log on to there and see our assignments and presentations that we get from our
Okay.
each other week. Every other week we get one.
Okay. So you that's kind of how what helps you kind of stay on task. Okay. So how was your first semester? It's almost over, right?
Good.
It was good. Okay. And what class were you taking?
Spanish conversation.
Okay. And so what was that kind of about? What kind of things did you do in that class?
We would talk about the topic of the day. The beginning of the class would write a little bit of the thought of the topic we were going to talk about, and then after it we would start discussing it for the remainder of the class,
Okay.
and we would work in groups.
Okay. So how do you like group work? I know that.
Yes, group work.
Okay. So you like it?
Yes.
It's fine. Okay. Well, that's good. So was it small groups, like 2 or 3 of you guys, or?
No, it's 14 of us.
Oh wow! So did you just split you guys into 2 groups? So like it would be
Yes.
7 and 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we would rotate sometimes.
Okay. So are you in? Do you have any extracurricular activities that you do like outside of school, like at ACC? Do they have any like clubs or anything?
I think they do, but I'm not in part. I'm not part of it.
Okay. Do you think that's something you would be interested in?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, do you like interacting with people?
A little bit.
A little bit. Okay. Okay. Do you have any interest in like working right now, or do you just kind of want to focus on school?
I want to finish school and then work. I don't want to
Yeah.
I don't want to be behind.
Okay.
Since I'm going to take 2 classes next semester.
Okay. And what 2 classes are you taking?
It's Spanish 231, the one that the other kid talked about.
Okay.
And then another one that the professor recommended me to take.
Okay.
It's called translation. I think Spanish translation. That's how you put it.
Okay. And the program is 2 years? Is it a 2-year program or?
It's a certificate class.
Okay. So it's a certificate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you said you didn't have any other interests outside of interpreting, right? In high school, you didn't have any other things you would like to do? Okay. And you say you want to work in a hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere else you would consider?
No,
Okay.
just in a hospital setting.
What's your hospital? Why the hospital, though?
I think it would be easier.
You think it would be easier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why you think so?
I mean, I guess it's less pressure than anywhere else.
Okay. Okay.
Because if it was at a school or a courthouse, then they would be asking you to do your work like faster,
Mm-hmm.
and with a hospital setting would be more time.
Okay. More time, like how?
I guess when you have like a patient or something, you get like an idea of what you want or what that patient wants.
Okay.
To talk about.
Okay. All right, I got you. Okay. Okay. Does any of your family work in interpreting or no? Okay. So why did you have the idea of interpreting? It's just kind of something you wanted to do?
I was interested in that Spanish class I was taking, those 3 Spanish that I took in high school.
Okay, so you took 3. Okay. All right. So you had a good teacher that kind of encouraged you to do interpreting? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have to, work at the hospital, do you have to write or do you just have to?
It's both.
Okay, so it's both writing and speaking. Okay.
Our professor, she makes us practice in the classroom and expects us to practice outside the classroom as well.
Okay. So what does she have you doing for practice?
Read books, magazines, or the newspaper, and read the articles and read like what's written on that paper.
Okay.
And she says also be careful because some of that stuff is not written correctly, so she wants us to correct it on our own.
Okay. Okay.
She told us that when she goes to the church services on Sundays, when she reads I don't know how to explain this. I'm thinking in Spanish. It's not a book. It's basically like information they give you in sort of like a booklet.
Mhm.
And
so like a program.
No, it's not a program. It's more like the news that the church has.
Okay,
and
so like a newsletter.
Like a newsletter.
Mhm.
And they have it in English and Spanish, but the way that in Spanish it's written, it's horrible. And our professor always tells us, be better than these people that are translating.
Okay. Well, I know sometimes I took Spanish. I took 2 Spanish. I went to Spanish 2 when I was in high school. So sometimes, like, how is that different? Like the translation, you think, how is that different? How do you work that in your head when you translate from English to Spanish?
Translate the way that it's written, not the way you think it is.
Okay.
That's how most people do it, and it's very confusing.
Okay. Because the way you speak is different from what you write, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you have any questions for me? I don't.
No.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what else I might have for you. So, what other did you have any challenges in high school?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
No.
Not in any of your classes or anything like that?
No.
Okay, that's good. So, I know the last time we met your mom, Miss Isabel gave me something about you're in therapy right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, how was that?
Well, I'm not in therapy. I'm just I'm getting ready to do it. But it might affect my class because it falls on a Tuesday.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm still looking into that.
Okay.
I haven't signed up for it yet. I just got the paperwork, but.
Okay. Okay. So, how do you think that might be helpful for you?
I guess it's for my well-being.
Okay. Okay. What types of things do you think you would want to talk about?
My personal life.
Okay. Okay. So, what about your personal life? Sorry, I'm.
Like stress and I guess everyday activities.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have stresses in every day?
Sometimes it depends if the class I have and I have this assignment.
Mhm.
But since it's almost the end of the semester, then I don't feel it right now.
Okay, that's good. So, did you feel it more at the beginning? Okay. So, what was going on? Like, how did you feel?
I felt very stressed and nervous. I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
And so I had to ask questions.
Okay. Okay. So did it take you a while to ask questions, or was it something you kind of?
I think it was the third day of class. I started asking questions.
Okay.
The first 2 times I wasn't.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Okay. So when you say you were nervous, what kind of things were you nervous about? Was it the work or was it the class itself?
The class and the deadline.
Okay.
The homework.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? You said, personal life. So anything else outside of school stuff that's really stressful? Okay. Okay. Well, it sounds like you said your strategy was using that calendar, I guess, that you have for school, and that kind of helped you with stuff. So you're not receiving any accommodations for your class?
Not
right?
now.
Not now.
But next semester I will.
Okay. So will it be more writing next semester, or?
We talked about it as a class, and she said yes, it will be writing essays. I don't know what else. I don't know on top of my head, I forgot, but it's mainly essays. That's what she has us practicing right now. And each class we go over our mistakes and write the word on the whiteboard and the accent mark in the right place, because we sometimes put it in the wrong place.
Okay, so right now you're just writing sentences right now? You're not writing like full?
No, just sentences.
Okay, are you nervous about writing essays? Because that's probably like a page or two, right?
Yeah. But I get help at home.
Okay, who helps you at home?
Both mom and dad. Mom
and dad help you at home. That's good. So they know how to kind of write in Spanish a little bit, so they help you out. Well, that's good. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, two younger.
Two younger siblings? Okay.
One of them is about to graduate high school. We class 2020.
Oh, okay.
And the other one's about to go to high school.
Wow, okay. So is your sibling gonna go to ACC or do anything?
He's doing early college at ACC.
Okay. Is he doing interpreting too?
No. He's doing automotive.
Oh, okay. So that's really different. Okay. All right. Let's see. So 2 classes next semester.
Yes.
How are you gonna balance that?
They're both on the same days.
Oh, so they're both on the same day.
Yes.
So they're just at 2 different times.
Right.
Okay.
One of them, well, they're both in the afternoon. One of them is the same time as right now.
So 12:45
to 2:05 is the one with Professor Vega. She's gonna be my same teacher for the Spanish 231 next semester.
Okay.
And the other one is another teacher. I forgot her name.
Okay.
But I know she's teaching that class. I spoke with her on the phone a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so That one is what, 2? Is it 2 or 3? The class is it at 2?
No,
Or-
it's at 5:30.
Oh, okay. So you get a little break in between each class. How you feel about that?
I'm not sure. This is my first time taking
Mhm.
another professor, so
Mhm.
I don't know how it's gonna go.
Okay. Right. Do you feel like it's something? Well, you feel like it's something you can handle, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So you have to go through the class and see what types of things you may need as you go through, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So is that 5:30 to 7 or?
I think it's 8:30. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, 8:30.
I could
That's a
double check.
wow.
I know.
That's a wow. All right. So is it at like the beginning of the week, or is it like a
It's
Thursday like?
It's Tuesday and Thursday, same as the other class.
Okay, so your class now is Tuesday, Thursday also.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do anything on the weekends? Like, do you hang out with friends on the weekends?
Sometimes, not always. Most of my classmates are ACC, and they have work, and what else? They have work. I think some of them's out of town, so I don't get to see them.
Okay. So when you get your certificate and you start working, what do you want to do after that?
I was looking into becoming like an assistant to a nurse.
Okay, a nurse's assistant. Okay.
I went to an appointment on Monday at UNC rehab, the one in where is it? It's in rehab. It's Chapel Row, I think it is.
Okay.
And I spoke with my new doctor, and beforehand I talked to a nurse, and she told me that she had an assistant where the assistant helped her out with like the documentation of the patient.
Okay.
And I was interested in that.
Okay.
I'm still looking into like the details and everything.
Okay, so what have you found about it so far?
Well, what I learned so far is that it's basically you're helping the nurse out with documentation and something I had it. You basically help her, the nurse, with anything with patient.
Okay.
And you don't have to do the stressful stuff that the nurse does. You don't have to do the stressful stuff that the nurse.
Okay.
And you get to work in the campus of the building.
Okay, so this is UNC. Oh, you said UNC rehab?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in Chapel Hill, I think.
Okay.
And that's where it is. Because there's another one in Silver City, but I don't go to that one. It's
Okay.
the one in
Okay.
Chapel Hill.
It's the one in Chapel Hill. Okay. So what did you find stuff you would have to do for school? Like what if you would have to go back to school, or do you know anything about that?
I think there was. I was reading about it at the ACC book they have, and it's basically they have it at ACC.
Okay, they have it at ACC. Yeah, I think they probably do. They probably do.
And
have it at
I
ACC.
saw the course load. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Not a lot, but it's a little. How do I explain this? It's basically like type of work you do like for a nurse, but it's less than that.
Okay.
In between.
In between. Okay. So not a CNA, right?
No.
So
No.
a nursing assistant. Okay, we can try to look that up and see. So you wanna work for a little bit as an interpreter and then go back, or how do you wanna do that?
I'm still looking into that as well. I want to finish the interpreting first and then see where that goes.
Okay. So I know you want to work at a hospital and you just want to kind of see where that goes. And
I don't want to do too much. I don't want to be a overwhelmed.
Right, so that's what I was saying, you kind of want to work for a little bit and then go back, or it's something you want to do together, like you want to work and then also do school for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So, that's why I was saying, work for a little bit and then maybe go back to school, or try to balance the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to balance the two, but
Yeah.
I want to see how this interpreting class goes, and then I'll see.
Right. Well, let's I want to look it up so we can kind of see.
I was reading it yesterday. My mom had a meeting with my brother, Alex, the one that's a senior.
Okay.
And Mom told me you should look up that nurse assistant program they have at ACC, and I was looking at it a little bit.
Okay, so it looks like they have a certification. Let's look at the job description. Okay.
During patient care under the supervision of or other medical professionals. Provides patient with help walking, exercising, and moving in and out of bed.
Okay. Oh, so it has C and ACR. Oh, I think that's a little different. Okay, so it has patient care assistant. It says almost the same. I'm not sure what the difference is. Let's see. Let's see what we can find. So it is pulling up CNAs, but it also like pulling up something else. So
I only talked to this with my mom. I haven't talked with anyone else.
okay, yeah. So I think it might be worth it to maybe next time you're there, maybe talk to maybe the nurse about what kind of things you have to do to get there to a nursing assistant, maybe.
Yes.
And then that way, in the future, you'll know already kind of what
you want
to do. Yeah. And there's a lot of things out there that you could do to help people. Have you thought of anything else? Besides that?
I was thinking about a teacher assistant, but nah, I'd rather stick with. I want to look into the nursing assistant.
Okay.
In favor of teacher.
Yeah. So do you like kids? A little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
But sometimes they can be a handful.
Yeah. And I know they have, if you wouldn't want to be a teacher's assistant, I know sometimes they have subs. You could
that would be harder.
That would be harder, you think?
Yeah, handling a class full, not so much.
Okay, I can understand that. So, I'm trying to look at what they would have for the nursing assistant thing. I've never been on their website. They have nurse aide. Is that the same thing?
I'm not sure. I didn't read that.
Okay.
I'll speak with Monica Isbell about it, but I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to her.
Yeah, and it's not something you have to, it's not something you have to look up now.
No.
But I was just looking at it with you just to, just so we could talk for a little bit more and see what kind of options you have. But you are in a program right now, so you don't have to think that far ahead, but just something, to look into. As you so do you have you didn't have any thoughts ever about going to transferring to a 4-year college?
I have not looked into that.
Okay. That's fine, and you graduating with a certificate can open a lot of opportunities for you without having to go.
And it will cost more.
Yeah,
and I don't want to think about the headache of paying that.
Yeah, it does cost more, but sometimes there is, scholarships out there that you can maybe get. So you won't have to worry about paying for school, well, paying for all of it, you know, yourself and things like that. So it's always, you know, open if you want. You can always go back to school if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But if you feel like, you know, if you graduate with your certificate and you feel like this is kind of what I want to do and I want to keep doing it, then hey, why not? If it's something that you like, it's something that you, you know, feel like you can do for a long time, then why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to talk about today with me?
I don't know, 'cause I think I've already covered my next semester and
Okay.
this semester.
Yep.
I don't think, and I can't, well, I don't have a job right now. I wish I had money, but I can't. I don't have a car.
Okay.
I'm still saving up for a car.
Okay. So if you were to get a job, your mom would be the one taking you to and from, your mom or your dad would be taking you to and from work?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a lot, and I mean, and nowadays we're getting ready for the holidays, and
Yeah, I can understand that. I know, but a lot of people, they do hire on the holidays for the extra holiday help sometimes. Yeah. But when does the next semester start? January?
I think it's the 8th. I think
Okay.
that was the first day of class I saw in the ACC website.
Okay. So are you doing a final exam right now, or next week?
Tuesday is my last day.
Next Tuesday is your last day? Oh, well, that's good. So you get a little bit for a Christmas break. You get a little while.
I actually am going to stay there it's from 1 to 3, but my exam's at 2:20. I have to speak with her for 7 minutes, and then I can go home.
Okay.
And it's not in a classroom. It's individual in her office.
Okay. Well, that's good.
That's where her midterm was.
Okay. So what do you have to, when you say speak for 7 minutes, what do you have to do?
We have to speak with her about a topic. The topic is about being bilingual and how the community needs these kinds.
Mm-hmm.
Meets these needs.
Okay.
She wants us to speak the full 7 minutes. No shortcuts or anything.
Wow. Okay. So how are you preparing for that?
Well, she wants us to think about it and write and prepare with some presentations that are on Moodle, that online a website I told you about. And it's very useful.
Oh, that's good. So are you going to try to like practice up with your mom maybe or your dad, you know, before you
actually do it?
Yeah, actually do it. Yep.
Yes, I have plenty of time. It's next Tuesday, and then I get to leave for the holidays.
Yeah. Yep. That's good. So, I think, you know, the more you practice it out loud, the better you'll get at it. And you got a little time before Tuesday, so you get to, you know, fix it how you want to fix it and things like that. That's good. So is it similar to what you do at the beginning of, what you were telling me you do at the beginning of class that you guys do? You guys just kind of do it together in groups, and then for midterm you'll just do it separately? Okay.
She told us this I think it was Tuesday. She told us that from now on I want you guys you can help each other out, but for the final, I need you guys to do it on your own, because, well, it's called cheating, and
yeah,
we don't want that.
Yeah, right. And so you guys will go in there. So you have your own time where you'll go in there. Okay.
Yes, she has a machine that randomly selects our names, and it's in that order. I'm not the first person, nor the last. I'm in the middle-ish.
Okay. Do you is that good for you?
That's
being
good.
Being in the middle? Yeah, that works out. That's what I say. At least you're not first, but you're not last either. So that's good.
I think that's it.
Okay.
For now.
Okay. Are you ready for next semester?
A little yeah and a little no, because I mean, it's gonna be different next semester.
Yeah, because you'll have 2 classes instead of 1, and then they'll be both on the same days. So, yeah. But you said you have, your mom and dad help you out a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you always have Miss Monica if you need any extra support. And you say one of the teachers, right?
Yes.
The teacher that has you this semester will have you next semester also. Okay.
She recommended me that class and the book.
Okay.
For the Spanish 231.
Okay. And so you sent Miss Keya the everything, okay? And then you have this for me today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Is it something you want to talk about that you feel like I didn't cover today? Okay.
I think that was it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we got to meet today and talk a little bit more so I could get to know you a little bit more. I know we've seen each other a couple of times, but it's only been for a few minutes. So I'm glad we got to kind of talk a little bit about school and what you want to do after. So.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, ma'am. And I will take this and I will give it to Miss Keya for you.
The staples that I come out.
You said what?
The staple is that I come out.
Which one?
I think it's this one.
Okay. I'll just restaple that. Okay.
Both. This is Keya asked for both the other ones, so I'm just gonna give her all of it.
Okay. So is this all one page?
It's 3 months.
Okay, so this is 3 months. So what I'll do is I'll separate these out for you. Okay. All right. And I'll walk you back up, okay?